What's up, gamers? Well, welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm in the tank top today, so I'm a little exposed. Please, wah. But yeah, we're doing another lazy game review. I just took a little weekend. We're back to the uploads daily because I'm bored as fuck. But today we're gonna be reviewing a bit more of a controversial game, Pokemon Scarlet. I have played this game all the way through. I did it a while back. My boyfriend and I bought it launch night. We were excited. This is my first Pokemon game that I've actively played since X and Y, back when I was like 10 years old. In 12, 13, whatever it was. I didn't like X and Y that much, but Scarlet I was actually looking forward to, mostly because of the open world aspect, and surprisingly I think it's one of the better Pokemon games, like by quite a bit. And if it wasn't held down by performance issues and stuff like that, it would be a lot better. So let's get into it. What do we start with? So, of course, you play as boy or girl in the Paldea region, this game, and you go to, I forget what the university's called. It depends on which game version you have. Of course, I went with Scarlet. And it was interesting. Let's go into the world. The open world, this is the first Pokemon game to have this in a big way, and I thought it was great for the most part. I loved exploring it. I love the biome variety, especially. There was a lot of differences between each biome. However, I do feel like there wasn't a lot to explore exactly. Like, if you go look at like any like, what have I been playing recently? I've been playing The Witcher. I've been playing Assassin's Creed. Like, those are open world games that might have the opposite problem, even, where they have too much content to go around, especially in Assassin's Creed, which I actually just got finished playing right now. But, you know, I feel like the game needs more, like, even a collectible, maybe one or two different kinds. We don't want to overbloat it. We don't want it to feel like a Ubisoft game, but I do feel like I need more of an incentive to explore the world, more than just appreciating its beauty. I know there is, this is a bit of a spoiler, but not a major one. There are those swords around the place. I haven't touched them personally. I don't know what they do. I know that is something that is an aspect of the game. Maybe that's what I was looking for. Maybe I should check out the game again. Who knows? I loved the battles in the game as well. Whenever you encounter a battle, this is the second game to do it. I believe Arceus did it first, which I played a little bit of. But Scarlet and Violet both have battles in the actual game world for the first time. And I think that was a fantastic gameplay addition. That's exactly what I wanted the whole time. Like, this, slowly Pokemon is becoming exactly what I wanted it to be when I was 10 years old, playing Black and White, which are my favorite Pokemon games ever, like, full stop. And I feel like the series is slowly becoming, yeah, just exactly what I envisioned it to be at its peak. The story was actually really good. I thought the character, specifically Arven, was fantastic. Arven's story especially, I teared up at least 2 or 3 times. I love to cry in games, so that is big bonus points for it. I found the ending was a little weird. The end area, like the very finale where the final boss is, I found it to be very visually yucky. I couldn't get a good hold of what I was looking at in that final area. It felt like a giant mess at the end. And it wasn't a bad final boss necessarily, but visually it could have been a lot more. And I think that it's almost epileptic in a way. If you've seen it, it probably makes more sense. Maybe if you disagree, let me know in the comments. But I just felt it was a bit much. And of course, there is the big issue of bugs in the game. Luckily, I somehow did not have many frame rate issues. I was mostly playing handheld, so maybe that might have been a part of it. But surprisingly, it ran pretty smoothly for me the whole time. There were a couple dips I noticed, especially later on in the game, as you get to the late game areas, the northern areas. But it wasn't that bad of an issue for me, to be completely honest. I found the game fun enough that I could probably just excuse it in my head. Although maybe that's not the case for other people, of course. Yeah, it is a little buggy as well. I also did not experience many bugs. I guess I just got really lucky. But as it stands for me right now, I think this is one of the best Pokemon games ever. This is my second favorite behind Black and Black 2. Specifically, I combined them into one because they're both amazing. I would highly recommend it. Maybe if you're more familiar with Pokemon games, so you kind of know what you're getting into, maybe play it first. I would rather you have a good knowledge of Pokemon and a good experience in Pokemon before delving into this game because of the controversial aspect to it. So while I would recommend Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I would say that you should play a different game first. It's not a good game to start off in just because of the expectations that you set yourself when starting this new game. And yeah, in terms of rating, I'd give it like a 78. That 22 points is mostly due to bugs and frame rate issues that I know people have gone through. Other than that, game's pretty good. Subscribe. Yeah, bye.